Welcome back, YouTube friends. It is time, 'cause it's Friday. And today we are doing some tag team action under Extreme Rules. We've given the old WWE Tag Team Championships to the Powers of Pain. Former WWE Tag Team Champions they are. We've given the NXT Tag Team Championships to the Viking Raiders. And under Extreme Rules here this week, these two brute tag teams will battle it out, and one of these teams will walk away with both sets of championship belts. First up, coming to the ring, is the Powers of Pain, the Barbarian and the Warlord.
The following champion versus champion contest is a tag team Extreme Rules match. It is for the WWE World Tag Team and the NXT Tag Team Championships. At a combined weight of 597 pounds, they are the World Tag Team Champions, the Powers of Pain.
These guys are so big and beefy, the belts don't even fit them. Those belts are not even snapping in the background. How are those belts staying on the Powers of Pain? That's what I want to know. That's what I need to know, friends. We need to know how these belts are sticking on these guys, but now we've got ourselves the WWE Tag Team Champions out here for this title versus title match, and now we await the arrival of the NXT Tag Team Champions, the Viking Raiders.
At a combined weight of 552 pounds, Eric and Ivar, the Viking Raiders.
One may recall a time when these two gents first changed their name from the War Raiders to the Viking Raiders. There was all sorts of whining and crying out of the internet wrestling community. But now, you almost can't imagine these guys as any other incarnation. Seems to be the look they are most comfortable with. It seems to be the truest extension of themselves, which, as we know in the history of pro wrestling, the best characters and superstars typically are just extensions of themselves. And I feel that's what we've gotten with the Viking Raiders in the current incarnation that they portray in WWE. Of course, in recent times on WWE television, we have seen them get far more aggressive, far more violent. Almost hearkening back to the days when they were known as War Machine. Referee holding up both sets of belts. So this is a Tornado Rules match. Extreme Rules. Anything goes, weapons everywhere. Last team standing walks away with both sets of championship belts. As this match gets underway, we want to remind you to join us Saturday, November the 5th, 10 a.m. Eastern Time at twitch.tv/WrestleVox for the debut episode of WWE 2K22. We got a cover already, referee in position, as Ivar was hammering away at the Barbarian, the Warlord going for the cover on Eric. But again, join us Saturday, November the 5th, 10 a.m. Eastern, over on Twitch. And we will be presenting a weekly 6-match card featuring fantasy matchups. The matches will be announced in advance on social media, so you'll know what to expect, when to expect it. But also be sure to subscribe to this YouTube channel here, as we will be making weekly matches available each and every Friday from the lengthy list of WWE 2K22 Fantasy Warfare matches. And if you would like to see a certain match appear in WWE 2K22 Fantasy Warfare, be sure to drop a match suggestion in the comments here on YouTube, or seek it out on social medias at WrestleVox, Facebook, Twitter, TikTok, and Twitch, and offer those suggestions. Oh, nasty German suplex by Eric on the Barbarian. We got a cover. And the Warlord is there to break up the pin. Irish whip sends the Warlord off the ropes. Nothing happens there as the Barbarian gets dropped down to the mat. Eric is thrown over the top rope and down to the floor. So far, we have seen 0 weapons used by either one of these teams. And to be frankly honest, I am 0% surprised. You want to talk about teams that have weapons in the forms of their hands and their feet. You could make that argument with both the Powers of Pain and the Viking Raiders, excuse me. Nice gut-wrench suplex on the floor there by the Warlord as the Barbarian and Ivar continue to duke it out. Oh, never mind duking it out. That was a reverse suplex into a knee to the face and then stomp in the arm as the Warlord has got Eric up in a submission hold, a modified torture rack. As I was just talking about there being no weapon use, Ivar was heading under the ring to get a weapon before the Warlord was able to break it up. And this brawl, let's call it a brawl, let's not even call it a match, it is a brawl, has spread out to the floor. We've got Eric paired off with the Warlord, and we've got the Barbarian paired off with Ivar as the Barbarian goes under the ring. What will he emerge with for a weapon? Nothing. What was it not violent enough for you under there, bub? Warlord and Eric continuing to fight it out on the floor. Barbarians in the ring, kind of just standing away from everything, getting a flex on, I guess. Good times. What is there, like no weapons under this ring for some reason? Like everybody keeps looking under there. They ain't coming out with nothing. What's going on? Oh my, here we go, table time. Oh, as the Barbarian eats the table right to the face. We got a full Nelson in the ring. Eric could be in trouble here if Ivar doesn't get there to break it up in time. There it is. Ivar breaks up the full Nelson. Now he's got the Warlord up. Power slam time, could it be? Oh, it's the Rikishi driver. Covered by Ivar, but that was kind of strange. Why would you let up on the pin there? You got a chance to put away the other team, and instead of taking the pinfall, you get up. That was just confusing behavior. What do we got going on here on the floor out of Eric? We're missing some action in the ring here. Odd choice by the technical director. Must be Kevin Dunn. Going for another Rikishi driver. Oh, this time another one. This could be all as Eric has the Barbarian tied up. We got a cover in the ring, and no, it is not. A count of 3. Springboard into a clothesline by Ivar on the Warlord. Can't say that's a sentence I ever thought I would utter as a pro wrestling commentator, but here we are. Springboard. Oh my goodness, a moonsault by Ivar. Now, I've seen that happen in person. Not as crazy as I would think it would be. A third Rikishi driver. Oh my goodness, a third Rikishi driver on the Warlord. We got a cover, but here comes the Barbarian. He leaves the ring, and that is it. The Barbarian screwed it for his team by leaving the ring while the Warlord was being pinned. And now we have brand new WWE Tag Team Champions. They are now double champions here in Fantasy Warfare. Of course, the next time you see them, they may have no belts on. Who knows? That's why it's Fantasy Warfare. But either way, your winners are the Viking Raiders.
Here are
on
your
that.
winners, Ivar and Eric, the Viking Raiders.
On that note, my friends, thank you for joining us for yet another YouTube exclusive matchup for WWE 2K22's Fantasy Warfare. Be sure to join us next Friday for yet another exciting Fantasy Warfare match. You're damn right that was a great rating. Yeah, that was a good match.